Hello, mến chào tất cả quý vị khán thính giả của VinMai Vlog. Hôm nay mình có bản tin gấp từ Thái Lan. Có một số người Mỹ gốc Việt, người Mỹ ở Mỹ mà gốc Việt đã đi về Thái Lan đi du lịch và bị trúng độc chết, chất phóng xạ chết khi vô phòng ngủ ở khách sạn 5 sao Ajax ở Thái Lan. Và sau đó mình sẽ làm cái bài cái chuyển tiếp của cái Đại hội Đảng Cộng hòa ngày thứ hai phần 1 là ngày hôm nay. Thì đây là bản tin này là để cảnh cáo những người mà muốn đi du lịch mà đi qua Thái Lan thì nên cẩn thận cái vấn đề ăn uống. Đây là hình ảnh những người mà chết ở Thái Lan, là cảnh sát Thái Lan đã đi vô dọn phòng ra. Trong đó có 7 người, 6 người chết và một người mất tích. Ở trong đó là có người Việt, người Mỹ gốc Việt. Mấy người này có đi về Việt Nam hay không thì mình xin đọc cái bản tin cho quý vị anh chị em theo dõi. Khách sạn Bangkok, cảnh sát xác định người thiệt mạng là 2 người Mỹ gốc Việt và 4 người Việt Nam. Tất nhiên là 4 người ở Việt Nam qua cũng như là 2 người Mỹ gốc Việt là 6 người, tất cả là 7 người chết, một người bị biến mất. Tức là cũng như là liên lạc với nhau đó thì hẹn đi qua bên Thái Lan để vô khách sạn 5 sao. Ngày 16 tháng 7 2024 lúc 2 giờ 31 phút, cập nhật ngày 16 tháng 7 năm 2024 lúc 23 giờ 25 phút, tác giả phóng viên trực tuyến chia sẻ Facebook, Twitter. Cảnh sát pháp y khám nghiệm hiện trường tại khách sạn Grand Hyatt Aravan ở Bangkok vào tối thứ Ba. Ảnh cung cấp: cảnh sát pháp y khám nghiệm hiện trường tại khách sạn Grand Hyatt Aravan ở Bangkok vào tối thứ Ba. Ảnh cung cấp 6 người Việt Nam chết vì ngộ độc tại một khách sạn ở Bangkok vào tối thứ Ba. Cảnh sát Lumipi đã được thông báo về vụ việc khách sạn Grand Hyatt Aravan ở quận Panthonwan vào khoảng 5 giờ 30 chiều. Cảnh sát tìm thấy 3 người đàn ông và 3 phụ nữ chết trong một căn phòng. Không có dấu hiệu vật lộn, hành lý của họ được tìm thấy gần cửa trước. Cảnh sát kiểm tra đoạn phim truyền hình mạch chính và thẩm vấn các nhân chứng để thu thập manh mối có liên quan. Bà mẹ trong số phụ nữ bị bắt quả tang bán bé gái để làm nô lệ tình dục, màn sexy của du khách. Cái này thì nó có liên quan về chấn động mà điều hành xe bus ở quận quan điều và xác định người thiệt mạng. Người thiệt mạng là 2 người mang quốc tịch Mỹ và 4 người mang quốc tịch Việt Nam. Cái này có liên quan tới cái vụ mà bán nổ trẻ em làm nô lệ tình dục nữa, là cái tổ chức này cũng giữ ở khách sạn 5 sao mà Hyatt rất là sang. Không có vết bầm tím nào được tìm thấy trên cơ thể họ và sau đó người ta xác nhận là họ đã bị chết vì ngộ độc. Tuy nhiên, vẫn chưa rõ họ đã tự tử hay bị người khác đầu độc. Thức ăn và đồ uống được phát hiện bên trong phòng khách sạn ở Bangkok, nơi có 6 người phát hiện đã chết hôm thứ Ba. Ảnh cung cấp thiếu tướng Theradet Thumsuthi, chỉ huy điều tra cục cảnh sát thủ đô, xác nhận rằng có khả năng 6 người đã chết vì ngộ độc và có vẻ như họ đã uống cà phê và trà trong phòng. Ông nói các thám tử vẫn chưa thu hẹp được động cơ để gây ra cái chết. Truyền thông địa phương đưa tin 6 người nước ngoài có thể đã chết vì ngộ độc Sawana, chất độc phóng xạ. Ủy viên cảnh sát Bangkok Lieutenant General Tivis Sejan Chavan cho biết có 7 người đã ghi vào phòng là 5 phòng trên tầng 5 và tầng 7 vào cuối tuần qua. 4 phòng trên tầng 7 đã được lên lịch trả phòng vào chiều thứ Hai và hành lý của họ đã chặt cứng. Chúng ta còn tìm ra động cơ, Trung tướng TT nói. Điều chúng tôi có thể chứng minh bây giờ là họ đã không chết vì tự sát mà vì bị giết người khác. Ông nói thức ăn phục vụ trong phòng của họ vẫn chưa được ăn, trong khi cốc tróc và đồ uống dường như đã được tiêu thụ. Ông cho biết chỉ có một nạn nhân bị vết thương ở mặt và cảnh sát cho rằng người này đã rơi vào một vật cứng. Ông cho biết thêm 2 nạn nhân, một nam và một nữ, dường như đã cố gắng tiếp cận cửa phòng. Cảnh sát trưởng quốc gia tướng General Konak Sovimo cho biết căn phòng đã bị khóa từ bên trong khi cảnh sát đến hiện trường. 2 trong số những người thiệt mạng được xác định là Chong Jeorin 56 tuổi và Đặng Hùng Văn 55 tuổi, cả hai đều có quốc tịch Mỹ. 4 người còn lại là Nguyễn Thị Phương Lan 47 tuổi, Phạm Hồng Thanh 49 tuổi, Trần Tình Phú 37 tuổi và Nguyễn Thị Phương 46 tuổi. Thủ tướng Serenta Tawixin đã tới hiện trường vào tối thứ Ba. Ông cho biết cảnh sát cho rằng những người này chết khoảng 24 giờ trước khi được phát hiện và nhà chức trách đang tìm kiếm một công dân Việt Nam khác. Người là người Việt Nam, người này trốn này. Thủ tướng nói chúng tôi cần tiến hành khám nghiệm tử thi để xem liệu họ có nuốt phải thứ gì không. Ông cho biết sự việc xảy ra ngoài dự kiến những kẻ không gây ảnh hưởng tiêu cực gì đến du lịch. Theo phát ngôn viên chính phủ Chai Van Rocky, Thủ tướng đã ra lệnh cho các quan chức thực hiện các bước khẩn cấp để kiềm chế sự hỗn loạn của khách du lịch và công chúng. Cảnh sát tập trung bên ngoài một phòng khách sạn ở Bangkok, nơi 6 người được tìm thấy đã chết hôm thứ Ba. Ảnh cảnh sát Hoàng gia Thái Lan vui lòng ghi công và chia sẻ bài viết này với những người khác bằng liên kết này. Đây là cái địa chỉ của Bangkok, có cái website này Bangkok Post. Cái tựa đề là Vietnamese found dead inside the Bangkok Hotel. Xem chính sách của chúng tôi, nó có cái website để báo cáo đang điều tra. Thì nói tóm lại là 4 người này, tất cả là 7 người, có 2 người có quốc tịch Mỹ đi về. Mình có biết 2 người đó có đi về Việt Nam hay không, mà từ người Việt Nam đi qua bên đó là 4 người, tổng cộng là 7 người, mà chết 6 người, còn 1 người mất tích, không biết là thủ tiêu hay là cái người đó để bỏ đồ độc cho thuốc để mà chết. Là cẩn thận, những người đi du lịch mà cũng nên cẩn thận đồ ăn nước uống, rồi mình cũng không biết như thế nào, trong đó thì có người không biết là nó người tốt là kẻ xấu hay là kẻ thù gì đó, có phản động hay là cái gì không, cộng sản hay là như thế nào, chính trị hay không mà nó giết như vậy. Thì đó là cái bản tin về 6 người Việt Nam, có 2 người có quốc tịch Mỹ đi du lịch chết ở Bangkok vì bị đầu độc cái chất phóng xạ gì đó. Rồi bây giờ mình sẽ làm trực tiếp cái livestream của Đảng Cộng Hòa hôm nay là phần 1 cho quý vị anh chị em xem.
Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Left, you left, you left, right. You left, left, right. Left, face.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem.
Present arms.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mary Ann Taylor to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hello, patriots. Are you ready to pledge this American flag and give them our loyalty? Yes. Well, we're going to do this the Southern South Carolina way, a little bit slower. If you are military, and I'm looking out, and a lot of you already are poised, if you're like me from a military family but not military, we're going to stand at attention, place your right hand over your heart, and pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage Grammy Award-winning singer and U.S. Army veteran, Milwaukee native, Daniel Irby, to perform our national anthem.
Daniel!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, on the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please remain standing while the colors are retired.
Right face. Forward march. Your left, left, right. Your 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 left.
Again. Teddy Roosevelt famously said, "It's not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to those who are actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood." Ladies and gentlemen, this is the arena. Just by participating in this convention, whether you're a speaker, a delegate, or a viewer at home, you have an opportunity to engage in the fight for a better future for our children. So I ask you, as you watch this convention and hear these incredible speakers over the next few days, to listen, to share the message that resonates with you and your friends and your family, and to help us channel the incredible energy of this convention into a resounding victory in November up and down the ballot, starting with electing Donald J. Trump as president and J.D. Vance as vice president. Make sure your friends, families, and neighbors are registered to vote. Get your yard signs. Make a plan to get to the polls. The fate of the free world depends on us giving everything we've got and ensuring that we elect American first candidates up and down the ballot to every office. Thank you, and God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Governor of the State of Tennessee and Chair of the Republican Governors Association, Governor Bill Lee.
Thank you. Thank you. It is an honor to be here tonight to add my voice to yours and our fellow Americans who understand the magnitude of this moment. We have gathered here to guard and protect and defend the fundamental tenets of our free society. After all, we do still live in the most remarkable country in the world, with freedoms and liberties and opportunities that most of the world has never enjoyed. Now, we know that our freedoms are granted by God, but they are preserved by the people. Generation after generation of Americans have defended their essential freedoms from the encroachment of the federal government. As Republican governors, we are on the front lines of that fight, and we have banded together to preserve freedom and right the wrongs of the last 4 years. The Biden and Harris administration unleashed inflation on this country, making it hard for Americans to make ends meet. Republican governors pushed back by cutting taxes for our people. They opened the border, endangering our country. Republican governors sent the National Guard to the border to protect it, to crack down on cartels and fentanyl and human trafficking. They tried to let the Chinese Communist Party buy our farmland. Republican governors banned it. They attacked parental rights. Republican governors fought back for a parent's right to choose their own child's education. President Trump was right when he said that school choice is the civil rights issue of our time. In the storm stirred by Washington, Republican governors across this country have stood as anchors of courage, their states as harbors of hope, and their people as models of freedom. But governors can only do so much. We need strong leadership in the White House. We know what that looks like. We had it before, we need it again. And that's why we, as Republican governors, are joining together, unifying in support for Donald Trump for president. I count it as a great blessing to take my place on the wall, to stand where those before me have stood beside people like you, each guardians of our shining city on a hill. May we as a people call out to the Lord, seek his wisdom, ask him to heal our nation, and bless this country we call America. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the National Federation of Republican Women, Julie Harris.
Hello, Milwaukee. I am honored to be here representing the nation's largest grassroots Republican women's organization in our country. I'm the proud mother of 5, the grandmother of 11. My husband and I are family business owners. We work hard for everything we have and to give our children every opportunity to achieve their dreams. Parents across the country know what it's like to have a pro-family president in the White House. Under President Trump, gasoline and food were affordable. He won huge tax cuts for the middle class and created great high-paying jobs. He worked to keep crime low and to keep drugs out of this country. He's a businessman. He understands what it's like to build something of your own. Joe Biden has never built anything of his own. He uses a government to destroy things and to make it impossible to give your children the life you dreamed of for them. On day one, Joe Biden declared war on families. He made it harder for people to support themselves, to start families, and and to raise children. He's robbed families of affordable homes, energy, and food. As our supply chains broke and inflation exploded, Biden's press secretary blamed us. She implied we should buy less. After destroying the economy and flooding America with illegal immigrants, Biden still wants to raise our taxes. The American dream means more than just scraping by. But under Biden, 65% of Americans say they're living paycheck to paycheck. When it's this hard to provide the basics, the other things we want to provide for our families get wiped out too. Piano lessons, summer camp, braces, family vacation, Christmas gifts. This is not the America that we have worked so hard for. Biden wants us to barely scrape by. President Trump wants us to thrive. We need a pro-family president in the White House again. And that, and that president is Donald J. Trump. From the National Federation of Republican Women, thank you, Milwaukee.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you.
Where their dreams are increasingly out of reach. The rising cost of education keeps us in debt. The rising price of groceries and fuel keeps us living one paycheck to the next. The rising cost of childcare keeps us from starting our own families, and the rising cost of rent keeps us from owning our own home. But we know that life can be better, that our lives can be more than making ends meet. Because it was better under Donald Trump. Making America great again means making groceries and gas affordable again, making education an investment and not a burden again, and making homeownership possible again. We just celebrated our Independence Day, where we were reminded that our founders did not promise us happiness, but the right to pursue it. The Biden-Harris economy has taken that all away from us. And this election, the young Republicans will be fighting to make the economy great again. We will help to throw Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and their legacies into the trash heap of history, and we will elect Donald Trump, a man whom grace and grit have saved for our time. And Senator J.D. Vance, the first young Republican who will be elected Vice President of these United States in almost 70 years. And together, we will restore the American dream for young Americans. I owe it to my children, just as we all owe it to our future, to make America great again. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of the Republican Jewish Coalition, Mr. Matt Brooks.
Hello, Milwaukee! Let me hear you cheer if you support Israel. Let me hear you cheer if you support Israel. Now, if someone tried that at the Democrats' convention, they'd be booed off the stage. But here, at the Republican convention, we proudly and loudly stand with Israel. This election is a critical moment for the American Jewish community and for Israel. This is our chance to continue the incredible pro-Israel legacy of the most pro-Israel president in history, Donald J. Trump. President Trump, among his many accomplishments, many of which they said couldn't be done, but he did it. He moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. They said it couldn't be done, but he weakened the Iranian regime. They said it couldn't be done, but he delivered the historic Abraham Accords, bringing us closer to peace in the Middle East. With President Trump, we will repair and rebuild the U.S.-Israel relationship that has deteriorated after 4 disastrous years under President Biden. Now, today, 9 months after the historic Hamas attacks, shockingly, President Biden is still withholding critical arms that Israel needs to defend itself. Boo. America must stand with Israel and against the terrorists, especially Iran. We must stand with the Israeli people. Now, my message here today to the Jewish community is clear. There is only one pro-Israel party, and it's the Republican Party. And here at home, under Donald Trump, we will put a stop to the rising tide of anti-Semitism. President Trump will bring back law and order so that American Jews can once again wear a kippah and walk the streets without fear. President Trump will stop the mobs on the college campuses so Jewish students feel safe when they go to class. The Jewish community is ready to help elect Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. The Jewish vote continues to increase for Republicans year after year, and I promise you 2024 will be no different. So let me ask all of you, who will best stand up to the Hamas sympathizers and the squad? Donald Trump! Who will best stand with Israel? Donald Trump! Who will make sure Jews feel safe and secure? Thank you, RNC, for the opportunity to speak today, and thank you, President Trump, for your commitment to elevating Jewish American voices. Together, unified, we will win. Am Yisrael Chai!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome former White House Chief of Staff to Donald J. Trump, Reince Priebus.
As a longtime Badger, let me say, welcome to Wisconsin. Partners throughout the city of Milwaukee and state of Wisconsin have been preparing behind the scenes for over 2 years to make this convention a reality. I couldn't be more appreciative of everyone who helped make this happen. Milwaukee is a world-class city, and Wisconsinites are some of the kindest people you'll ever meet. While you're here, make sure you experience the beautiful beaches of Lake Michigan. Order a basket of cheese curds, please. And I know you're all going to have a few beers while you're here, right? As the former chair of the Wisconsin GOP and chair of the Republican National Committee, I know firsthand that Wisconsin is the nation's premier battleground state. There's no better place to hold the GOP convention than right here in Wisconsin. And in November, you'll see Wisconsin stand with Donald Trump, and we will help send him back to the White House. I want to say and begin by saying my prayers are with the victims of the shooting in Pennsylvania, and our prayers are with President Trump. As White House Chief of Staff, I saw him right the ship after 8 years of Democrat failed policies, and I'm confident he'll do it again once more. Yet again, Democrat failures of the last 4 years have left many Americans feeling hopeless, unheard, and hurting. But when Donald Trump tells you what he'll do on the campaign trail, well, look out, because he will deliver when he walks into that Oval Office. Let's remember, while president, he decided to drill, baby, drill. He shut down the border. He confronted China head on, made Europe pitch in on NATO, lowered taxes, put conservatives on the Supreme Court, and he defeated ISIS. Republicans can turn the tide in the United States and make America great again. We, together here, the Wisconsin GOP, we can make Wisconsin red again in 2024 and send Donald Trump back to the White House. Let's stand united as Republicans. Let's stand united as Americans. Let's make America one again. Let's get to work expanding our majority in the House and taking back the Senate, and let's re-elect Donald Trump president. Thank you, and God bless you.
Fields each fall. The Potawatomi connection to Milwaukee continues. Today, our tribe is part of what makes Milwaukee a great place to live and work. And while we are best known for entertainment and tourism, our tribe is also a part of the fabric of this community through our construction, technology, and real estate business ventures, and the charitable work our foundation does with community nonprofits. Thank you. Potawatomi are just one of 11 tribes in Wisconsin and one of 574 in the United States. Even though each tribe is unique with their own histories, cultures, and distinct challenges and opportunities, the tribes still share many commonalities, especially a desire and need to keep our people safe. And right now, Native people are facing real threats to ensure our safety. The growing use and abuse of illegal drugs are claiming countless lives on reservations across this country. I look forward to working with everyone here to make America safe again. To help us preserve, protect, and enhance our future generations. Miigwech, and God bless America.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome businessman Perry Johnson.
what a group. Well, I'm Perry Johnson, and I'm a business owner of 81 companies around the world. And I'm going to ask you one simple question. Are Americans better off today than they were 4 years ago? No. In 2019, the median household income in the United States was $4,000 more than it is today. And on an average, things are 20% more expensive. Why? Joe Biden. When you go to the grocery store and you find that things are 30% more, you can thank Joe Biden. When you have to fill up your gas tank and it's 50% more expensive, thank Joe Biden. And when you buy a home and get a mortgage, your payments are almost double what they were 4 years ago. And I know because one of my companies is a mortgage company. Now, what do you say we fire Joe Biden? I live in Michigan, a state with grit in its veins, beautiful Great Lakes, and greatness in its soul. We built the auto industry. We win national championships. Go Blue! But under Joe Biden and Gretchen Whitmer, we can't catch a break. And Michigan isn't alone. Everyone worries about the economy. Do you know that right now, 66% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? I think that stinks. But Biden says things are looking up. Well, the only person looking up is Joe Biden as he stares into space on the debate stage. In 2016, Americans elected Trump to fix Washington. He built the strongest economy in our lifetime. What do you say we give Trump a hand with no inflation? Joe Biden says he can't keep our borders safe. Did Trump keep our borders safe? Yes. Under Trump, we had virtually no inflation for 4 years. That is a fact. Under Trump, family income went up every year. That is a fact. Our borders were secure under Trump. That is a fact. And under Trump, we will have lower prices, affordable American energy, lower taxes, and a better quality of life. What do you say we re-elect Trump? Trump, when I brought quality to the auto industry, it was pivotal in saving the auto industry. And when Trump brings quality to Washington, he will save America. Joe, Carmela, and Gretchen, I have a message for you. Michigan is the state that gave Donald Trump the win in 2016, and Michigan will be the state that sends President Trump back to the White House in 24. President Trump is the toughest president since Teddy Roosevelt. When he was shot, notice, they were carting him his way and his arm was raised because nothing will stop him. Fight. For him, America is always first. He has the heart of a lion, the brain of a genius, and he's done it before. President Trump is ready to save our country, to make America great again. I am ready to do whatever is necessary to get Trump back in the White House. Are you with me? Yes! 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 Trump! 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 Let's do it!
Trump! 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 Trump!
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the
Wow. Hello. I love you. I love you. I love you, Arizona. You guys are amazing. Wow. This is MAGA energy tonight, guys. Love it. Oh, wow. This room, America, I wish you were in this room with us. This is electric. Hello, America. Welcome, everybody who's watching at home, and welcome everybody in this great arena tonight. We love you all. Actually, wait a minute. I don't mean that. I don't welcome everybody in this meeting, in this room. The guys up in the fake news, frankly, all right, frankly, you guys up there in the fake news have worn out your welcome, right? You've worn it out, guys. You have spent the last 8 years lying about President Donald Trump and his amazing patriotic supporters. Actually, guys, they lie about everything. They've lied about Joe Biden's health, the economy, the laptop, the border. I could go on and on and on. But the really good news is that every day more and more people are turning off the fake news. And they're... That's right. And Americans are waking up to the truth about the disastrous Democrat policies pushed by Joe Biden and his favorite congressman, my opponent, Ruben Gallego. These guys, they're full of bad ideas. Just last week, Ruben Gallego voted to let the millions of people who poured into our country illegally cast a ballot in this upcoming election. Gallego and the Democrats have handed over control of my state, Arizona's border, to the drug cartels. And because of them, criminals and deadly drugs are pouring in, and our children are dying. Our children are getting their hands on these drugs and dying. I'll tell you, the hardest thing I've had to do on the campaign trail is talk to moms and dads who come up to me and tell me that their 19-year-old son has died because of fentanyl poisoning, or their 22-year-old daughter took a half a pill and she's gone. We are losing a generation of young people to this fentanyl crisis, and it's got to stop. The Grand Canyon State has become the fentanyl state, and it's not okay with this mom. I'm not okay with that. I don't think it's okay with that mom. I don't think it's okay with that mom. It doesn't have to be this way. The problems we face are huge, the problems caused by the Democrat Party. But the solutions, guys, they're really simple. First of all, stop the Biden invasion and build the wall. Easy. while we're building the wall, let's kick Bidenomics to the curb and bring back the Meganomics. Is that okay? I miss the strong Trump economy. And because I'm a mama bear, I want to replace this indoctrination, this psychological abuse they're inflicting on our children with a real, solid, quality education. It's all common sense. The great news is that we can solve these problems, and to be honest, we must solve these problems for the sake of our children, because that's really what this is all about, right? The next generation, the future of our country. I learned something watching, the Nature Channel, that the most dangerous place on planet Earth is between a mama bear and her baby cubs. Right? And that's exactly where the radical left have found themselves, and it's not going to go well for them. Because guess what? They have awoken a sleeping giant. Tens of millions of moms and dads from sea to shining sea, they're going to show up on November 5th, and they're going to be hearing from us on November 5th. That's right. Actually, I think I can think of one thing more dangerous than a grizzly bear, and it's a middle-aged, fed-up mother in Washington, D.C. And I haven't even started my hot flashes yet, guys. Just wait. Just wait. But seriously, I want every mother and father to know this, that we, the Republican Party, will fight. I will fight, not just for my kids and my daughters over here. Are you over there, Ruby? Wave to me. Wave to Mom. My daughter's over there. I want to fight for, selfishly, I want to fight for my kids, but I want to fight for your kids as well. They deserve a better future. They deserve a better future. But the really good news here, and the fake news the fake news wants us to believe we're 50-50 at each other's throat. They're creating division and anger. Americans are actually much more united than people believe, right? You see it, we see it. We want to make life better, and we want to create an incredible future for this generation and the next generation. And together, when we join together, we will make America safe again, and we will make America great again. God bless all of you here tonight. God bless you, America, and God bless President Donald J. Trump. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next senator from Wisconsin, Eric Hovde.
President Trump, Mr. Chairman, and delegates, welcome to Wisconsin. I'm Eric Hovde. I'm proud to be running for the United States Senate from the great state of Wisconsin, where my family has lived for more than 100 years. We're all here today for one reason: to make Americans safer, stronger, and more prosperous. We are blessed to live in the greatest country in human history, America, our home. But America is struggling under Joe Biden. And Senator Baldwin has been a rubber stamp voting with him 95.5% of the time. You can believe that. Biden, with Baldwin's help, has weakened us in every way, making Americans less safe. They've eroded us financially by racking up more debt in the last 3.5 years than our country's first 230 years, fueling massive inflation and leaving families wondering how they're going to pay the bills. They've made us less safe at home with their defund the police movement. And Biden, with his border czar, Vice President Harris, opened our southern border, allowing criminals and terrorists to enter our country. They've emboldened drug cartels to flood our streets with fentanyl, killing over 100,000 Americans every year. It is sad. I've talked to parents that have lost their child to this fentanyl poison. They've made us less safe and secure internationally with their incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Our adversaries moved. Putin on Ukraine, Iran through their proxies, Hamas on Israel, and China getting more aggressive every day. Despite all of that, Tammy Baldwin called the Biden administration the most successful in generations. Can you believe that one? I mean, seriously. This shows how detached she is from everyday Wisconsinites. It doesn't have to be this way. Under President Trump, family budgets were more secure. Our border was secure. Our world was secure. Where Biden and Baldwin have failed, President Trump and I will get the job done. Our country has become too divided, though. Instead of putting on just the blue jersey or the red jersey, we need to put on the red, white, and blue jersey and come together as Americans. We need to heal this country from the division that the left has brought. And the media, you have to stop dividing us. If we can come together, we will win Wisconsin. We will restore America. But it's going to take everyone getting involved. Are you ready to go save your country? Are you ready to restore the American dream? Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next senator from Ohio, Bernie Moreno.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Bernie Moreno, and I'm honored to stand before you tonight as the Republican nominee for the U.S. Senate from the great state of Ohio. Many years ago, my parents brought me and my siblings to America legally. They left Colombia because they wanted their children to live in a country where they could achieve anything. I will forever be grateful to them. I love America, and I've lived the American dream. I married my best friend, raised a family, built successful businesses, and created thousands of jobs for hardworking Americans. But the American dream that I lived is under attack from Joe Biden and his enablers in the Senate, like Sherrod Brown. They have encouraged millions of illegals to invade America. And Joe Biden's border czar, Kamala Harris, and the Democrat Senate have put the welfare of illegals ahead of our own citizens. They've destroyed our border. They destroyed our economy. They've destroyed our standing in the world. And they'll destroy America if we don't stop them. In November, we will fire Biden and Harris, and we will re-elect President Donald J. Trump. I'm so proud that my senator, my friend, J.D. Vance, will be the next Vice President of the United States. He represents the best of Ohio, the best of America, and will be an incredible leader and defender of President Trump's plan to always put America first. And he won't stop there. Sherrod Brown votes with Biden virtually 100% of the time. I don't know if I agree with my wife 100% of the time. But Sherrod and Joe seem to have a very close relationship. Well, tonight, we've got a message for failed lifelong politicians like Sherrod Brown and Joe Biden. It's time to go home. A vote for Trump and Marino is a vote to put America first. We will end the invasion at our southern border. We will fix our economy, protect American workers, and rescue America's family from Biden's and Brown's inflation. We will end the wars and deliver peace. I will fight alongside Donald Trump to make America stronger, safer, and more prosperous. Thank you, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next senator from Michigan, Mike Rogers.
Hello, America. I'm Mike Rogers, candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Michigan. And I want to give a quick shout out to my fellow Michiganders, the hardest working people in the United States. God bless you right there. I said, because Joe Biden and my liberal opponents' runaway spending, American families have been crushed by inflation. High costs of groceries and gasoline and rent. I was talking to a grocery clerk just recently. She said, I got it when this carts got a little skinny at the beginning of Joe Biden's administration because of high costs. But what breaks my heart is at the end of ringing up an order, they have to reach up and pull something off the counter and put it back in their cart, thanks to the Democrats in Washington, D.C. The most expensive vehicle to operate in Michigan in 2024 is your grocery cart, thanks to the Democrats in Washington, D.C. And while pockets are pinched, Biden is trying to force you to buy an electric vehicle. Better get a long extension cord. Let me be clear. EV mandates will destroy American jobs. EVs require 40% less labor to build than gas cars. And here's the kicker. 85% of the critical minerals needed to build them are processed in China. It is impossible to build an EV without getting into bed with the Communist Party of China. Listen, my opponent even signed an agreement to use taxpayer money to bring a Chinese battery company to Michigan, your taxpayers' money. I'll tell you this, I will never put our children's future at the hands, or the matter of fact, the Michigan auto business in Michigan, in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party, and it's the Republicans that are going to stop them from doing that. I'm committed to keep Americans safe from threats both at home and abroad. As a former Army officer, FBI special agent battling organized crime, and chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, I've seen how dangerous the world can be. But in all my time working to protect America, I have never seen anything like the Biden-Harris open border policy. They are rolling out the red carpet for violent gangs, fentanyl, Chinese spies, individuals on the terrorist watch list. And listen, our adversaries aren't stupid. They know that all they need to do is wait until nap time at the White House to push the limit. Does anyone really believe that another 4 years of Biden, Harris, and a Democrat Senate will make us safer or more prosperous? I certainly don't. And I don't think Michigan does either. Listen, it is long past time. Restore law and order. We make groceries affordable again. We make America respected again. We make America safe again. We flip the United States Senate and elect Donald Trump and make America great again. Thanks. Get fired up. This is the election to do your work. God bless.